to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2023 for our 30th arrival.
Allez, allez!
In the race, we have Aim for the Ocean. Dominic Minadia is coming into the finish line here in Antigua. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us live here in English Harbour. Beautiful sunny day here in Antigua. Blue skies are plenty. He's waving to his family and friends up on the fort.
See Marianne.
Keep going, a few meters to finish line.
He's picking his way through the waves, the current and the wind. Just offshore there, coming into Antigua. Very confused seas. Everything happening in all sorts of different directions. And he still has his voice. Our 30th team, Aim for the Ocean, coming from France, Dominic Minadia, solo rower, 7th solo of the 11 solo teams in this year's fleet. Dominic has been rowing for 62 days. He's already celebrating, but not quite there at the finish line yet.
Come on, Dominic!
58 years old. Dominic is always looking very relaxed and very much at home on his rowboat, AFTO, or AFTO, which stands for Aim for the Ocean.
Dominic! Dominic, arrêtez! Dominic, arrêtez! Stop! Okay, complete. Fini!
A self-confessed sports addict with a passion for ultra rowing, ultra cycling, mountain bike races, and now hopefully a passion for rowing. He's a
Merci. Good job, Dominic.
He's a grandfather who has had this ultra challenge of a lifetime in mind for many, many years. And he participated in regattas and windsurfing races, snow sports as well, surfing, alpine skiing, mountaineering. Very busy in his sports endeavors. While other more northerly teams endured the challenges of the first week's intense weather, Dominic started the race by making a strategic move to head south, position himself nicely, which paid off quite well initially. Early on, he mentioned that his kitchen was a little bit too close to the deck's toilet, which was the bucket on board. And then 1 week in, he sustained an injury to his ribs due to falling on an oar, saying he may have broken a rib or two in his post, and our safety team and the race doctor monitored the situation very, very closely. At the time, Dominic took some time off the oars to recover, as the activity of rowing, he said, was too painful for him at that time. Yes, Dominic!
Put in the water.
Hello?
That's fine.
Hello?
Okay. All under control.
Obviously, the situation with his ribs and falling on the oar hadn't stopped him one little bit throughout the row. As that happened, like I say, a week into the race. He even said at the time it was painful to find a sleeping position And when asked if he felt okay to continue,
Dominic!
he confidently replied back at that time, "Yes, sure, I'm happy on the ocean." And his note back to his followers said, "I'm still in the race." What an absolute trooper Dominic is.
Dominic.
He also had a bit of a sore bum. It's no secret that ocean rowing can cause sore bums. By the second week of January, it was exactly that caused Dominic much discomfort, and he required a little bit of medical treatment. He told us about in his social media posts, and plenty of rest. But he still maintained his levels of positivity, reflecting on the enormity of the challenge he'd taken on, respecting the patience required for such a long event, as well as the strengthening impact of the words of encouragement received from loved ones back home at that time. And with a new understanding of the natural environment surrounding him, the formation of the clouds, the visitations from the ocean wildlife, he had a little bird landing in his palm. At one point, a pod of dolphins, whales, and orcas popped up to say hello, and another little stowaway bird that he aptly named Antigua more recently. And they all helped him in brightening the discomfort and uncertainty that Dominic faced along the way. Acknowledging this unique endeavor, he pondered his experience, saying things like, "Mind often turned toward family, eyes toward the sky." And one of his recent posts, he said, "These boat life moments, which so often sparked my protests, now make me smile as I anticipate their imminent end." Not sure how accurate those translations are off of social media, but powerfully poetic were his reflective updates nonetheless. So Dominic is going to row himself all the way down here into Nelson's dockyard. Once into the dockyard, I can already see lots of people on land waiting to greet him in. Once he's there, he will step onto land for the first time after 62 days. You saw him throwing the bucket of water, the bucket of the flares into the water earlier. We will be going in to pick that up, don't worry. We didn't want him to burn his boat. Okay, so stick around. We look forward to seeing you very shortly. We'll keep the live going. Don't go anywhere. See you in just a few short minutes. Ocean Dominic Minadie is coming in to Nelson's dockyard. Finally, after 62 days rowing the Atlantic Ocean, 3,000 miles all the way from the Canaries to Antigua here in the Caribbean. And that bucket you saw him throw in the ocean is already back on board, look. What a champion. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Dominic's charity that he's supporting, La Pointe Rose, supporting families with end-of-life services for their children and the trauma they are faced with.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, make some noise for Dominic! Straight in from the Atlantic. You can now.
He had some very delicious delights of food on board. Christmas Day consisted of old-fashioned chips as appetizer, 2-month-old homemade rum, fish soup from Marseille with croutons,
More than 60 days
and chocolate cream with a coffee biscuit. And he said he's not sharing any of it. And then a meal that saw in his
Are
new
you ready,
year
Dominic?
consisted of sardines, cassoulet, and creme chocolat.
Family hugs. Grandkid Dora and grandkid. Jag skulle gärna tiga på Sundays. Are we in this special moment? Very lovely. So, Dominic, are you ready for the podium? More hugs. We do more hugs here.
That's a future ocean rower there, Dominic. Let's move on and step on to the podium. That can be slightly wobbly as well. Stand in the corner here. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have all witnessed here today on this beautiful day in English Harbor, Antigua. It's Tuesday, it's the 13th, and Dominic, representing France, just arrived safe and sound in from the Atlantic. Started his journey December 13th last year in La Gomera. Now here, after 62 days, 10 hours and 10 minutes. We have Kivinia here, handing over a certificate of achievement and a I Wrote the Atlantic t-shirt. A big applause to Dominic. And as Dominic, he is from France, we will try to do a little interview in France here. First of all, but first a few words in English. Dominic, incredible done. You started your journey and it's been an absolute pleasure to follow you all the way. Quelle course pour toi? Quelle course pour toi, Dominic? Parlez-nous des moments forts de l'Atlantique.
For the good moment. First,
In français.
the start. No, in English.
Okay.
Yeah. Start. La Gomera arrived Antigua because are the symbol of the race, and for me, the symbol for the dream. Depuis 3 years. The second is in the ocean. The day when only is online. My physical, my technical role, the wind, the waves, the big waves, the sun, the colors, and the speed. That big day, the more day of my life bet. Today is here, and a little in the GoPro. A little.
Big applause, Dominic. Okay, so we continue in English. So your family is here, your beautiful daughter and grandkid. You are a father, you are a grandfather. What does it mean to have your family here and see them here on land? What does it mean for you?
What does it mean?
Ça veut dire pour toi d'avoir la famille ici.
Alors déjà, il y en a qui étaient inattendus, c'était pas prévu. Les autres, je le savais, mais faire le voyage pour venir voir Dominic avec la rame, c'est pas très spectaculaire à la base, mais c'est une amitié, c'est la famille, et je crois qu'ils y tenaient, et moi, c'est énorme, c'est énorme. Voilà.
So it means a lot. I can just reveal that Dominic says it's great to see his family, and he loves being here with his family here in Antigua. So obviously 62 days out there, many days to think about. You have sent back some incredible photos. There's an incredible photo where you sit rowing, where you see your expression and everything. Many special moments out there. You have done other extreme sports around the world, but not so much in the ocean. How has it been to do this kind of challenge compared to the other ones you have done?
Yes.
Tu as fait plein de choses en dehors de la mer. Celui-là, la mer, c'est quoi par rapport aux autres?
C'est une autre dimension, de par la longueur. Il y a toujours les mêmes liens entre l'effort, l'endurance, la résistance au mal, le mental. Mais là, c'est vraiment la difficulté que j'ai rencontrée, c'est l'impact du vent, notamment, sur la durée et sur le mental, quoi. Les derniers 15 jours, là, c'est... Bon, j'imaginais pas ça, donc ça m'a bien marqué. Voilà.
Très bien. The ocean is another dimension. Mentally, it's a very tough challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, you saw and heard it all here at the dockyard. Aim for the ocean with Dominic representing France on board. Did his crossing in 62 days, 10 hours and 10 minutes. So let's give it up with a big, big hip hip hooray before Dominic is once again together with his family and get his first fresh meal on dry land. Dominic, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Voilà.
Please. Moi, je vais aller très vite. Mes remerciements à tous les gens qui m'ont aidé, qui m'ont accompagné, quel que soit ce qu'ils ont donné, en tout cas, ça m'a aidé. Aux sponsors, bien sûr. À mon employeur qui m'a permis d'être là et de prendre 3 mois de vacances. À mon team, puisque là, il y a une partie de mon team, elle est minime, mais il y a d'autres personnes qui sont restées en France. Et enfin, à ma famille, qui sont présents, que j'adore. Et donc, il y a mon épouse qui est restée en France. Et bon, je comprends très bien, c'est normal. Et bon, j'aurais aimé qu'elle soit là, elle aurait aimé être là. En tout cas, je la revois dans 3 jours et j'embrasse très fort et je l'aime. Voilà.
Dominic is thanking his team and everybody involved, sponsors and so on and so forth. So now over to Charlotte doing a live interview on YouTube. And we look forward to hear your French, Charlotte. That happens down here. And then it's back with family. Follow me, Dominic. The podium is moving.
C'est normal. C'est normal. Pas de mec qui peut le tort.
And just stand here. Cool. And you can help Charlotte.
Si tu veux moi faire le vent.
Well, my French is absolutely terrible and hasn't happened since school. But I will be asking. Did he actually answer about his biggest struggle while out there?
His biggest struggle, what is that?
What was the biggest challenge? The biggest
in the
struggle he
ocean.
faced?
Ouais.
Yeah.
Le plus gros challenge de ta course, c'est quoi finalement? Là, ça a été quoi le plus gros challenge? C'est quoi? Contre quoi tu as combattu? Peut-être un départ le plus monstrueux. Et c'est quoi?
En fait, tous les jours sont différents. Le challenge, en fait, c'est de chaque fois remonter le plus rapidement possible la pente du moral, quoi. Ne pas rester en bas et toujours se motiver pour repartir.
Motivation.
Et ça repart, quoi.
Motivation day after day.
Voilà. C'est ça, en fait, c'est le mental, quoi.
Okay, thank you. And what was if you've got your friends and family and everybody back home watching?
We're moving in.
Everybody back home watching. What would you like to say to them directly?
J'ai pas écouté. I was not listening.
Sorry, that's okay. So you've got your family, friends, all your supporters from back home. What would you like to say to them?
Qu'est-ce que tu vas dire à ta femme? Elle va rentrer.
Je vais d'abord l'embrasser, lui dire que je comprends les soucis qu'elle s'est fait à travers ce projet. Ça a été long et difficile, pas seulement la traversée, mais toute la préparation, et je le comprends. Bon, le résultat est là, la traversée est faite. C'est magnifique, hein, mais c'est vraiment magnifique. Donc j'y raconterai ça, voilà, pour essayer d'effacer le reste. Voilà.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Et je parle jamais anglais. Je l'ai fait pour Atlantic Challenge, uniquement.
He never speak English.
Oh,
He has
wow.
done it just for the race. For
Oh, wow. Merci beaucoup.
Voilà, j'ai
That
passé
was very
tout day.
good.
J'avais que ça à faire. Yann.
You made it work beautifully. Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you, Yann. Thank you very much.
Shaking hands with Head Safety Officer Ian Couch, who stays in contact with the teams throughout the race.
Mon grand regret, c'est la langue.
He will go through some official business. He'll also have his first meal on land. Probably won't be as delicious as the French cuisine he may have been eating on the boat, however. So, aim for the ocean. Dominic has arrived. We're grateful for that and happy to see him here. It was really confused seas just out there off the coast of Antigua, so he's literally been at it since the 13th of December all the way through to the end of the race here now 62 days later. But he's got his family here. We know he's a very family orientated man, and I'm sure he'll have a wonderful time here in Antigua. So keep watching. We're going to have another arrival tomorrow. Frank is coming in. Frank, Alzheimer's UK, will be coming in maybe tomorrow night. Hopefully tomorrow night, Frank, if you can, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and I know he really wants to be reunited with his wife Judith here in Antigua tomorrow. But if not, then that's okay, because he can celebrate Valentine's Day the next day, because he might be coming in first thing on the 15th morning. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been lovely to have you with us, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow or the day after. Take care.